This is a relatively easy vocabulary question, but remember, it's still a great opportunity to practice some of the key ideas that we're going to use for when they get harder, which is as much as possible, we'd love to fill in that blank with a dumb summary word that we're just getting from somewhere else in the passage. So let's see how easy that can be to do. Physicist Joseph Weber performed blank work in gravitational wave research in the 1960s and 1970s. Conducting key experiments that scientists later used as the basis for their own investigations that led to the first verified detection of a gravitational wave in 2015. So I paused here at this comma because I can tell what the SAT is doing it's a very common thing that they do. They're basically giving me two clauses, they're not technically sentences, but two ideas and putting them in parallel. And one of them is repeating what the other one says, but the first one has a blank. So we have to think about the ideas in the second one and steal them for the blank. So the word that jumps out to me the most is the word key. So that could go here. So physicist Joseph Weber performed key work in gravitational wave research, conducting key experiments, right? So key means important. Now, if I go down to these answer choices, what kind of means that? Well, repetitive certainly doesn't mean that. Ineffective is obviously the wrong connotation. We want something positive. This is negative. Even repetitive is kind of negative. Now, supplementary might be a word many of you don't know, but hopefully foundational does fit. That is a positive idea. It basically means that it's fundamental. It's very, very important as a baseline. And that gets us to the other word that's in here that's helpful, which is basis. It's the basis for their own investigations. So he performed, basis work. Foundational work. We would never say he performed basis work, but the point of filling in that blank is not to write the best sentence. It is to write a sentence that contains the idea that we need. So hopefully that helps. Just to give you another definition here, supplementary means kind of like secondary. So if something is a supplement to something else, it kind of like adds on. So secondary, add on, something like that. So if it's foundational, it's kind of the essential first tier kind of stuff. But secondary stuff would be less important. So that's why that word is wrong. But remember, even on hard questions, we are going to be using this exact same strategy. It'll be harder to do, but it's the same idea. So practice it on easy ones, even when you probably don't think you really need to. That way it becomes a good habit for the hardest questions.